It's finally happening, you guys. I'm finally going viral. I finally found the right niche to grind and grow. I've been trying to grow on social media for a few years now. I've had a few dabbles of success. I've had a few videos pop, but nothing's been consistent. And the past week is the best week I've ever had growth-wise in the content creation space. So let's see. I got the stats up right now. So I posted my first video about, what's today? A little over a week ago. And I've had multiple videos pop off. One's at 333K, one's at 267K, 32K, 146K, 430K, and 1.8 million views is the biggest one. So I'll put some of the videos up right here. Oh boy, it's my lucky day. This is awesome. Oh, you make these the best too. Thank you. Oh, it's my lucky day, last one. Let's go. Oh, wow. This looks incredibly awesome.
It is incredibly awesome.
Nice, thank you. This is $10 and most of this bag is air. Come on, Costco. Come on, Quest. Am I able to get one more? Oh, thank you. It's my lucky day. You're so kind. Reading an anonymous note from a stranger. My now husband asked to marry me after 2 years of dating. I didn't want to crush him and say no, even though I felt unsure. I now regret that decision, but don't know how to tell him. I wish I would have chose my happiness. So basically all I'm doing, right, is I'm wearing these POV glasses, and I didn't bring them bring them with me right now, but I'm wearing these POV glasses. I'm just recording my interactions, walking around, talking to people in public, being friendly, and just getting like this real genuine raw feel of what it's like to just talk to people nowadays. Post-COVID, we live in a crazy world right now where people don't really talk to each other. And I basically got the idea for this channel. I was telling my friend, I was walking in public, and I kind of do this thing all the time where I just say what up to people randomly. I just kind of, it could be the littlest thing. I could just say, hey, nice shoes, or I could say, hey, how's your day? You know, just anything. And I really would just do it just to be funny. Like, I just find it funny talking to people just because they don't ever expect it. Like, no one really talks to each other anymore. So when I tell people these things, they kind of look at me like, oh, what the hell? It's a stranger talking to me. Like, that hasn't happened to me in years. And people just look at me crazy, but like 9 times out of 10, they're cool afterwards, you know? Like, they look at me real crazy and then they answer me, and that's it. And then I never see them again. And I told my friend, I'm gonna just start creating content, doing what I do all the time and talking to people in public. And it's such a foreign concept now. It's like we live in a world full of strangers now. It's like no one talks to each other. You're kind of different if you talk to people in public. But like, my thing is, these strangers all around me, they all have a story. Everyone has a spot where they came from. They've been through things. They accomplished this, they accomplished that, and I'm just like, I want to know that, you know what I mean? Not on like no nosy stuff, but like, I'm just genuinely a curious guy. Everyone's got a story to tell. Everyone has something about them that is interesting, and that's really where I got the idea for this channel. And I did not think that it would take off this fast. I mean, I got people commenting on my page daily. It's going crazy, and I'm just like, wow, this is insane. I finally found the right niche, that one I'm passionate in. Sorry guys, I'm sweating. It's hot as hell in Arizona. But one, I'm passionate about this niche. I love talking to people. Always love talking to people. That's why I love doing the interview style content. But the thing is like, I was kind of getting burnt out with it just because I was not growing with it. I thought that was going to be a fast growth, and it just wasn't. I wasn't really growing with that type of content. I mean, I was, but it was a very slow growth. Whereas this is just like, boom, it's different, it's raw, and I can edit these videos so fast because it's just raw interactions. I just throw captions on, and that's it. I don't want to mess with it. I want it to be as raw and uncut as I can. And yeah, it's been great so far. I started the page at like 1,800 followers, and right now I have 5,555. Huh, that's interesting. Literally 555. Crazy as I'm talking about this, man. But it feels surreal, man. I've never had, like I said, I've had videos pop before. I've had a few videos get like 1 million views. I think 3. One has like 3 mil, one had 1.5 mil, and then one's at like 1 million. But it did not feel like this. It was not like this. It wasn't as, 2 of them were interviews, so it was kind of like the person's response is what generated all those views. So like I didn't really have any I didn't have any part of that. I felt like it was just like the reaction generated all these views, and that's the reason it got all those views, versus this one is like, I don't know, I just love this type of content. I'm just talking to people, and I love talking to people. And yeah, it's been great, man. I feel blessed. I feel blessed to have this growth so fast, and all these people that kind of appreciate the content I'm doing. It's I didn't really realize the gold mine I had when I started it. I kind of just thought like, you know, I like talking to people. I don't know if anybody's doing this, and I didn't even do any research like if anybody was doing it. I was just like, me personally, I haven't seen nobody just recording these raw and uncut conversations they have in public, so I'm gonna do it. And I've had these POV glasses that I spent like $400 on. I got those glasses like 8 months ago, and I have barely touched them, and I was like, man, I bought these glasses, put a lot of money into these, I need to use them. So yeah, that's what I've been doing, man. I do the POV stuff, talking to people in public, but I also combine it with, I set up a bowl, and I just have people write anonymous answers. I'll put like a deep question on a board with a bowl next to it, and people can write in whatever they want to write. I'll put like, what's your biggest regret? And just people stop and they write whatever their biggest regret is, and they put it in a bowl, and then I read it later for a video, and I don't know who wrote what. It's anonymous, so that's pretty cool. I do that with the POV in public stuff, and then yeah, that's pretty much it, those 2. I also want to get into more passing notes style content. I used to make those back then, but I need a better zoom lens. I don't have a good zoom lens. I just got this wide lens, so finally, I know if you guys saw the last vlogs, which nobody has yet, but it was super narrow. Now I got this wide lens, so I'm good to go with the vlogs and stuff like this. So yeah, I need a zoom lens just for that note style content, but for now I think I can make it work with what I got. And yeah, so that was just a real quick breakdown of what's been happening this past week, guys. I've been going viral on TikTok, people showing love. Shout out to everyone showing love, and I'm gonna keep going. Can't stop now. If anybody comes back to this video, because I don't think anybody's gonna watch it right now, but if anybody comes back to this video, I started last week with 1,800 followers, and that took me like 3 years to get to that point. That's not even enough to make $1 off of TikTok, let me say. And right now I have 5,555. I just put it up. So, man, I'm telling y'all, man, I'm going to the moon. I'm going to have 1 million followers by a year from now. I'm going to give myself a year from now. I'm going to have 1 million followers. I'll put that right here. Today is, what's today? July 13th. I don't know if you can see that. It's July 13th, 2024. I just started a week ago with 1,800 followers. I'm going to have 1 mil a year from now. You heard it here.
$1 million, I'm going to impact a lot of lives. I'm going to start some amazing conversations. I'm going to get rejected a lot. That's all part of the game. I love the game. And yeah, so a year from now, I will have 1 million followers on TikTok. The growth is already starting right now. So if you showed love already, I appreciate you guys. If you guys want to tune in to what I'm doing, subscribe down below. I'll be talking about all this stuff going on in my life on this channel. And I'll link my TikTok, Instagram, all that down below if you want to follow my TikTok. If you want to talk to me, Instagram is the best place for that, because that's where I see DMs the fastest. That's where I respond and stuff. So yeah, shout out to you guys, man. It's hot as hell in this car. So I'm gonna go into my house because yeah, it's time. It is, how hot is it right now? Let me see. It's 110, way too hot. And I'm about to move. I move in a week. I live right now at the Villaggio Apartments. This is where I live. And next week, I'm getting a house. Not buying, I'm still renting. Gonna rent a house. But it's like 5 minutes up the road, but it's in a cooler spot. It's a better spot. It's right next to a rec center, right next to a park, a school, so it'll be dope. And it's literally the same monthly amount, so yeah. But that's it for today's video. Shout out to you guys if you made it this far. Comment down below, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. I'll follow you back. We can talk about whatever. But that's it for today's video. Peace.